For those of you who haven't come across the Business Working Responsibly mark before, it is based on the ISO 26000, which is in guideline form. It's a root and branch review of your policies right across the business. And it is really to help you think about, gather, and be best practice right across the board. I think the mark is very good on social responsibility, but also on sustainability. And it makes you look at policies to see, well, are we getting the effect that we want from those? So impact is really important. As I said, it's based on the ISO 26000. It's audited by the NSAI, and I'm delighted to have here Maurice Buckley today as well, who I believe is off to a new position in the OPW. Congratulations, Maurice. There are many different sectors who've got the mark now, and by the end of today, 23 companies will have it. We also have a lot of companies who are using the mark as a framework. So today, first, what I'm going to do is welcome those companies who are recertifying to the mark, which is just a wonderful achievement. I'm going to do it in alphabetical order, and there are 7 companies. The first company, and real congratulations to, if I could have Alistair Blair, Managing Director of Accenture Ireland. It's Accenture's 3rd time to receive the mark. The 2016 submission was led by Carmel Halpin, Corporate Citizenship Lead. Congratulations, Alistair. And the next person I'd like to call up is Kenneth Daly, Head of Selling and Marketing in Marks & Spencer's Ireland. We are really delighted to present Marks & Spencer's with the submission for the 2nd time. This year's submission was led by Carmel McQuaid, Head of Sustainable Business. The next up is Chris Martin, CEO of Musgrave Group. I want to congratulate John Curran, Head of Sustainability, and the team for the 2016 submission. Next we have Clive Bellows, Country Head of Northern Trust Ireland Limited. Northern Trust Ireland is achieving the mark for the 2nd time. I want to particularly congratulate Catherine Duffy, General Manager, and the team on this year's mark submission. Next, I'd like to invite Gary Hopwood, General Manager of Ricoh Ireland Limited. Ricoh Ireland have achieved the mark for the 2nd time, and congratulations goes to their teams for the submission. We now have Jerry Madden, Managing Director of Transdev Ireland. Transdev has achieved the mark for the 3rd time, and a particular mention goes to Neil Menzies, Environmental and Sustainability Manager, and the mark team. Congratulations, Neil. And the last but not least in this section is Maeve McMahon, Director of Customer Experience and Products from Ulster Bank. Well done to Pauline McKiernan, Sustainability and Community Affairs Manager, and the wider team within Ulster Bank. I am now going to welcome, and I'm delighted to welcome, the new companies to the mark. The first time, can I admit, that the first time you do the mark, well, it is a bit robust, so it is a bit challenging. So these are particularly welcome here today. It's not the same the 2nd time. You know, you've seen it, you've done it, you're getting it ready. First time is really, really difficult, though Carmel McQuaid tells me it was equally as difficult the 2nd time. A&L Goodbody, Julian Yar, Managing Director. Congratulations to an A&L Goodbody who have the distinction of being the first law firm to achieve mark certification. Congratulations goes to Sinead Smith, Corporate Responsibility Manager, and all the mark team at A&L Goodbody. Next we have Owen Lynch, Managing Director of Arup, the first engineering company to be certified to the mark. Particular mention goes to McDara Ferris, Knowledge Manager, and the mark team on their 2016 submission. Isn't that a lovely title, Knowledge Manager in Arup? Next up we have Liam McLaughlin, CEO Retail, Bank of Ireland, Group Ireland. Bank of Ireland has achieved the mark for the first time this year. Congratulations to Audrey Nolan, Head of CSR and Reporting, and the wider team on their 2016 submission. And now we have Carolanne Lennon, Managing Director, Wholesale of Air. Congratulations to Air on achieving the mark for the first time. I want to particularly mention Michelle Toner, who heads the team of CSR and the Mark team at Air. Next up, we have John Fenton, Senior Finance Manager with Janssen Supply Chain Ireland. Congratulations goes to Cliona O'Gearan and the Mark team within Janssen. Can I ask Niall Gleeson, Managing Director of Veolia Ireland Limited, to join us on stage. Veolia are achieving the mark for the first time, and congratulations goes to Charlotte Scallon, Marketing Communications and Corporate Responsibility Director, and the Mark team on this submission. Finally, congratulations to Ray Collins, Strategy Director, Vodafone Ireland, for achieving the mark for the first time. I particularly want to mention Natalie Hodges of the Vodafone Foundation and the manager and the Mark team on their very hard work at Vodafone Ireland. We now have 23 companies who have the mark, and I encourage all companies to strive to achieve it. It would be great to have you as members of business in the community and also getting the mark. We would like, when the ISO 26000 becomes a standard in the world, what would be wonderful if we had 50 or 100 companies that could get the ISO in 1 year. That would put brand Ireland definitely on the world stage.